From the Daily Wire. Mom says 6-year-old son is transgender. Dad disagrees. Now he might lose his son. So this is a new layer of bullshit you get to look forward to. So, are you married? Do you have children? Did you know now your wife can claim your children are trans and then basically put your son on sterilizing drugs, and if you intervene, that will be used against you to ensure that she gets custody of your son. She will brainwash your son and sterilize him in order to get back at you. And there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it because the state is completely on her side. And your son will be sterilized.
And I read about this earlier because the Gamanon had posted this in the chat a few days ago. Now, notice how the son has been coming out saying that he does not want to be transgender. His dad is against it, but it's the mom that is forcing him to choose to be a woman because his name was James, I believe, and the mother keeps calling him Luna, which is Luna is the first 4 letters for a lunatic. So, I mean, there you go. And I wasn't. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, I wasn't trying to be funny there. I mean, it is kind of funny in hindsight, but still.
It was serendipitously funny.
Yeah, right.
That actually improved my bad mood that I got just from reading this head.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just real quick though. This is. Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Okay, I was just going to say that, when they say in best interest of the child, no, that's bogus. It's the best interest in the child as the woman sees fit. And that's the way it's always going to be until we take women's rights away, because this retardation is going to continue until you finally raise your pimp hands. Come on, men, especially you white men, because when white men do it, then every other man will do it. I'm not saying this to be racist because everybody emulates the West.
Right. Well, okay, let me read this part. So, and actually, Rose, you're trans, so you could probably identify with this. So, okay, the boy was diagnosed with gender dysphoria by a gender transition therapist the mother, a pediatrician, chose for her son to see. According to the therapist notes, the boy chose to identify as a girl when he was in sessions alone with his mother. Alternatively, he chose to identify as a boy when he was in sessions alone with his father. So he's not a girl. He's only a girl when his mother wants him to be a girl. That doesn't make him a trans woman. At best, like let's go down this path. He's non-binary, or he's gender fluid,
or she just made it up.
Or she was alone
with the mother.
I know. But I'm saying let's just give her the benefit of the doubt, even though she doesn't deserve it at all. But I'm saying even if we give her the benefit of the doubt, that he's not a girl. He's at best gender fluid, non-conforming, whatever, because he changes depending on the situation. He's certainly not a girl. He shouldn't be putting on hormone blockers to make him a girl if he identifies as a boy half the time. So
I would argue
even by their own,
take whatever measure he deems necessary.
Well, the child, he's too young until I think age 12. The child has no agency, and the father.
Here's the problem when it comes to kids in these kind of situations, and these kind of parents. This mother, I think the only kind of parent that would piss me off more than this woman is a pedophile. So that should tell you how flog her in the streets. Okay, so here's the thing about kids. They don't really have a grasp on gender. Like, what I was doing when I was his kid, whenever I was this kid's age, I was outside playing with bugs and shit with my cousin.
Right.
Like, the last thing I was thinking of was anything like, kids have no concept of gender. They barely even understand the differences between biological sex. Like, you have 2 kids when they're so young that they might still be being bathed together by the mother, like really young kids. They look at their sibling and they're like, what the fuck is that? Because they have no concept. So whenever you have a parent who is obviously trying to force their kid into some kind of insane shit like this, just somebody call Child Protective Services.
Well, no, they did.
Kill the woman.
But Child Protective Services is siding with the mother.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, there you go. That's the problem. Oh, by the way, the child is 6 years old. They're in 1st grade. So this isn't like a pubescent child who's a teenager who's gay and wants to express as a woman. This is a 6-year-old child with zero concept of sexuality. Like Rose was saying, look, when I was a kid, I wanted to be Boba Fett. I sexually identified as a Mandalorian super commando.
I wanted to be Buzz Lightyear.
Right. So fucking like, can you imagine?
And this extends beyond the transgender thing. How many mothers run the household and then put their kids on medication while they're in school?
Oh yeah, all of them. Like all these single moms, and that's actually why if you look at these school shooters, they're raised by single moms and they're on all kinds of psychotropics that the mother put them on because they couldn't control the kid. So moms can't control kids, especially sons, and so they drug them up and it fucked with their brain, and then they go on a shooting spree, and everyone blames toxic masculinity when the actual problem is gynocentrism that empowers single mothers, drugs boys. There's all this stupid shit. There are consequences. Actions have consequences. Action, reaction, cause, effect.
Something like 90% of all school shooters have been on some kind of prescription strength medication.
Yeah.
Well, details.
I think only the Columbine shooters, like the first big shooters, were actually not raised by single mothers. Since then, every school shooter has been raised by a single mother. And I honestly think that was simply a product of the time. I think that's basically because that happened so long ago. The marriages weren't that shitty, but now like it's fucking over. It's so out of control. But look, this father, he's fucked. The system, the CPS, like, yeah, you should call CPS and have the kid taken away from the mother who's obviously abusing them and using them, except it's the exact opposite. The system is siding with the mother and threatening to take custody away from the father. So you basically, look, Dad, you're fucked, man. Like, you basically have two choices. You really don't have a choice. Even if you go Robert Paulson on her, you're still going to lose custody and go to prison, and then your kid's probably still going to be doped up with fucking hormones and sterilized. So you can't. All you gotta do is give your son a big hug and a kiss and say goodbye to him. Say hello to your new sterilized daughter Luna, because your fucking whore of an ex-wife decided to play politics in order to fuck you and sterilize her son. And hopefully when Luna grows up, he Robert Paulson's her. So I guess that'll be the happy ending. The long overdue justice.
You know what? If I were that kid, this is what I would have said to my mom. I would have said, Mom, if you want me to be a girl so much, even though I don't want to be a girl, then you should have A, aborted me, and B, tried to.
The kid's 6. The kid can't conceptualize what's going on. The kid's just trying to make her. The kid wants to make the mom happy. So mom is like, "Oh, I'm going to call you Luna, and I'm going to put a dress on you." And he doesn't know. He's like, "Okay, fine. Oh, you're happy when I wear a dress, mommy? Okay, I'll wear a dress for you because I want you to be happy because I love you." And this poor kid is going to get fucking sterilized with hormones, and all I hope is justice will be long overdue when fucking Luna comes a knocking. Like a boy named, like that Johnny Cash song, A Boy Named Sue. There's gonna be a boy named Luna who's gonna Robert Paulson his mom one day, and it will be completely justified.
This is Celestina. Don't let those ho-ho-hos get you down this holiday season. If you haven't been to the Dollhouse lately, you're missing out. They've added several new brand names and models to their impressive lineup, with new models being added all the time. New brands include Piper Doll, Doll Forever, and even the confusingly named Dollhouse 168. We even have new models like the lovely Francesca. But there's more. For the month of December, if you mention TFM when placing your order, you'll receive a free PDF copy of TFM's book The Doll on My Balls absolutely free. Step into a waifu wonderland this holiday season, and get a free copy of The Doll on My Balls. Check out the links in the description and visit the Dollhouse's UK and US websites, and get started today.
This Christmas, TF Monkey invites you to rediscover the magic of the holidays with The Doll on My Balls. The heartwarming story of a man and his sex doll who's more than she appears. Enjoy this new holiday classic for children of all ages 18 and up. The Doll on My Balls. Available now on Amazon Kindle